children, now I am going to start with few more questions of exercise 9b so as to understand in-depth knowledge of algebra of complex numbers. Although most of the things are one and the same here also, but still we have to get conceptual knowledge so as to tackle the problem properly during examination or competitions. Unless and until you have a proper knowledge, you cannot tackle any problem in such topics. So as to get the fundamental concepts, start from simpler to complex ones. And here also we are doing some more questions. Now question number 2. It is to find the value of x and y. Now this question is having two variables x and y, but equation is 1. So obviously first simplify left hand side and right hand side as it is. That is, don't transpose any element from left to right or right to left. Then you will definitely get stuck and not be able to solve the question. So solve left hand side. Equal sign is there. It has to be kept intact. So first solve the left hand side of the equation and right hand side of the equation. Now in this question, in fact, left hand side is not to be simplified because it is already in simplified form. Now right hand side, open the bracket, you are getting I plus 3 minus 5i, and now collect the like terms. So I minus 5i will be minus 4i and 3 of course as it is. Now once you get this type of expression, equating real and imaginary part, you have to equate real part separately, imaginary part separately, because it's a complex number, and if any complex number is equal to another complex number on the right hand side, then obviously real part of the complex number should be equal and imaginary part of the complex numbers on both the sides should be also equal. So x is automatically coming 3, and if you equate the imaginary part, 2y is equals to minus 4 and y is equals to minus 4 upon 2 equals to minus 2. So this is how you can solve the equation and get the values of x and y. Now comes question number 3. In question number 3, they have asked you to write down conjugate of the number and the reciprocal of the number. Now I told you just now, conjugate means change the sign of the imaginary part. Real part sign will remain as it is. So first and foremost, put the complex number in the proper form, that is x plus iy form. Now how to do? Under root minus 9 is to be written as 9i square. Now we know from the knowledge of complex numbers and imaginary numbers that minus 1 could be always replaced with I square. Now minus 1 remain as it is. Now under root 9i square is equals to 3i plus 3i and minus 1. So finally the complex number given to you is minus 1 plus 3i. Now this is z, and you have to find z bar. Z bar means conjugate of the number given to you. So change the sign of the imaginary part. Minus 1 minus 3i. Once you know the definition, then you will not have any problem. But the problem arises when you don't have the concepts. Now you will do the second part of the question where you have to find out reciprocal of the number. Now I told you, while taking reciprocal, obviously we know that if z is this, 1 by z will be the reciprocal. Now 1 by z means 1 upon minus 1 plus 3i. Now by convention we don't keep I or imaginary part in the denominator. So the step says multiply numerator and denominator both by conjugate of denominator. So conjugate of denominator you have already found, minus 1 minus 3i. This will make it real part. This will make it real number. So this becomes a square minus b square. So 1 plus 9, that is equals to 10, because minus 1 whole square will be 1 and minus 3i whole square will be minus into minus 9, that will be plus 9. Hence you are getting 10 in the denominator, and numerator there is 1 into this number, so that is not the problem. You can write the number as it is. So minus 1 minus 3i. Hence finally you can write the real part separately and imaginary part separately. So minus 1 by 10 minus 3 by 10i. That is your final solution. Now in question number 4, it is simplification. Again, you see there are 3 brackets, but first bracket and the third bracket is a plus b into a minus b form. So a square minus b square you can write directly. Now at this stage you need not mention the formula and everything. You can write down the things directly, and 3 by 2i minus I will remain in the next bracket. Now solve this, simplify it. 9 square is 81 and minus 4i whole square is 16i square. So 16i square becomes minus 16 and minus is already here. So 81 plus 16 will be the bracket term, and the second bracket remains as it is, 3 by 2 minus I. Now 97 into 3 upon 2 is 291 upon 2 minus 97 upon minus 97i. So this is how we have to make use of the knowledge of complex number along with the simplifications of imaginary part and do the problems like this. Now you will try questions up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have done these many questions for you so as to take reference, and now complete these many questions. Now in next lecture I will do the remaining questions of this exercise along with the properties of complex numbers. Children, I hope you are doing your work sincerely and doing all the work in your maths registers, because don't take the things to be granted. You will be benefiting when you make maximum use of these lectures, when you cooperate on your part also, because we are trying our level best to make these presentations as simple as possible and reachable to you all. But if you don't make a sincere effort to do the work and cooperate, then obviously you are at loss, because the things which we are doing here, they are to be taken seriously on your part. Children, please do the work properly, neatly, systematically, methodically, stepwise in your fair register.